Hey, Sag, I'm here to give you your bonus read for once again being the highest viewing collective here at BroadCoven. Back in August, and I'm getting an early start on it this month. Let's just go ahead and get you your goodie for showing up and showing out to support the channel. I really appreciate all of you so much. I appreciate everybody who drops in with me here at the channel, but definitely want to show my appreciation to those who consistently, you know, support the work I'm doing here, help me get the message out. I appreciate you very much. And I thought we'd take it back to OG times here. We're going to give you reads straight from the hip with lots of lip, and we're doing a classic wild card style read here, a little cardomancy I'm bringing in for you. And I'm excited to give you this read. We're just going to see what's sort of in your frequency at this time, what's coming in around you, what you should be aware of. This is for any significant Sagittarius placement, if you have a prominent placement in the 9th house, or if you are a Gemini rising. There may be something here for you. Cross watchers may find something too, I have to say. I'm sure you have some cross watchers, because what I initially picked up in dipping into the energy was that there has been a lot of workings thrown around. Somebody's been extremely persistent. Like they have been with like a dog with a bone in casting stuff on someone, on some target, and they've been relentless. But it's like these backfires keep relentlessly rolling out one after another, and they're not understanding what's going awry. It has something to do with who their target is. They're like targeting the wrong person. They should, woo. Yeah, something split there. What split there? Yeah. I feel like the next area where it's really going to impact them is something to do with finances. It could be that they were trying to affect this person's finances. Oh no, the energy is being rerouted. Do you see with the 6 of Spades here? Somebody was trying to disrupt somebody's financial independence. This has kind of been the target. They've been trying to rock their stability, perhaps their health, right? And they've been relentless with it. This is like somebody working overtime to try to manifest a particular result. I am picking up this energy quite strongly. I do pick it up magically, but this could also play out with somebody using other means of manipulation in order to make that happen. This can be through slander. This can be through pulling certain strings if they know people that are in higher positions that can help them with such matters to tear somebody down. Okay, but somebody really has been in this grudge energy and it's backfiring. So wherever this energy's been coming from, it's swinging back around, I have to say. And it's just the natural flow because the target's off. That's what I keep getting. The target's off. Okay, so the energy is coming back around. There's also this piece of information coming through that anything done in the future will only like compound interest. So if you felt like you've been the target of something, like whoever's been shooting those poison arrows at you, you can trust that that energy is whipping back around and they can't touch you anymore. Okay, something has been done to the excess in such a way that it's no longer being tolerated by spirit. So let's see what else comes in here for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at this. This is wanting to stick to my hands. It's the ties to my medicine bag there, okay? So you might want to, carry your medicine close to you, whatever your medicine is. For some of you, that may be like a talisman that reminds you of your strength and your empowerment. This could be, doing a certain practice that really empowers you. There's something about connecting with your power right now. You might have been feeling like you've been dealing with one thing after another. You may feel like you're constantly on the defense because you felt energy coming at you. I'm telling you that's come to an end. Whoever this is, they've been hidden from you, but they're going to be revealed. You're going to figure out where this energy is coming from. It's some real intent energy on creating endings for you. And this is not going to work. It's not going to happen. It's turning right back around. The target's off, okay? So wherever this is coming from, whatever quarter this is coming from, this is being reversed. And I have to say, with compounded interest, it's going to create a terrible burden for whoever's doing this. They may have wanted, you to be burdened, but that's not the case here. Who could you be dealing with? We got a Queen of Hearts here. So this could be a love interest or a former love interest. We got water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. And right after that, yep, there it is. There's the 10 of clubs mirroring that energy. See, you're being relieved of this burden that was put on you, and it's boomeranging back the other way. I have to tell you here, because whoever this is, they've been misusing the magic. This person could also have a strong earth sign placement in their chart. Okay, so water, earth, right? This is getting the energy back. Wow, I didn't even mean for that ace of spades to turn upright toward them, but this is where the energy is whipping back around. Yeah, they wanted to affect the finances, okay? And with the Queen of Clubs coming up in the shadow, it does show a misuse of power here. This could also be, I have to say, if you ever were working within like a triad situation where you were like stirring some stuff up, this could be a misfire from doing workings where you didn't have all the facts, okay? Maybe took too strong of an action, didn't understand the ripple effect of that. With the 7 of clubs coming out here, I have to say that it would be good, to just be in that space if you were working within a group and maybe you were working with people who had compromising interests in what they were calling in. And so you kind of got sucked into this energy just by default. I would say that it would be wise to just like boost your power at this time. Have your medicine on you, right? Continue to do cleansing, because there's a little bit of divine play balancing out occurring right now. And I heard it's all fun and games, it's all fun and games until you're the one who has to kind of deal with navigating what was put out there. Okay, so I feel like this is coming in as sort of issuing to a cross watcher. I feel with the Queen of Clubs there too, this could be like a mistress kind of energy, a side piece kind of energy as well. This could have been somebody, that you were just sort of like fooling around with, they were your lover. Strong earth and water in their chart. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? I mean, whatever this is, money is the basis, or they feel like this is how they can sort of like hit you most, hit you hardest is in the pocketbook. Yeah, look at this. That was the target. Absolutely, with the Joker here coming up in the shadows. So this is like an obsession with somebody's assets and this obsession with somebody's stability and wanting to create a lot of disruption in that, wanting to create a lot of worry, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. But see, you're being relieved from this at this time. You're being relieved from this. You'll know who this is because you've had real sharp words with this person. And I do feel like it's a former involvement. It's not somebody you're involved with anymore. Okay? You had real sharp words with this person, very biting words with this individual. You have faced off with this character before. You have faced off with this character before. There's been an exchange here. You cut something off, you cut off their supply, you said no more, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here too. Gemini is your descendant sign. This could be coming in strongly for Gemini rising, right? Gemini rising, you are Sagittarius descendant. Also, we currently have Jupiter in Gemini right now. Jupiter is your ruler Sag, so I do feel like there's been some harsh communication about this, like I'm cutting this off, no more funny business, jokes on you, that kind of energy, okay? And whatever you did to balance that out, that was the right action to take to balance this out, because somebody's been actively throwing stuff out of balance. You were wise to block this energy. It was a wise recourse. And there you are in the light here, masculine coming out very strong in this read, okay? So that's your energy in the upright, all right? And we can see that this is what was desired for you to be in some kind of place of lack, not receiving. But I don't think that this is going to pay off here, because see, whatever those poison daggers were that were shot your way with the 8 of clubs here coming up in the shadow, I think it was to try to really slow down your progression. It was trying to slow down. It's like you might have been moving forward really rapidly in some regard here. Okay, so please, when I'm bringing in the masculine energy, do understand as well that also that piece with the Queen of Clubs coming up in the shadow, it could be that you've really been blocked off to being able to receive what's supposed to come in for you, because it's been interfered with, first of all, by outsiders. 11:11 on the clock, that's what time it is. But also because you got so used to sort of like fending things off that you have a huge wall up. And unfortunately, that creates blockage in your ability to be able to receive. I feel like you had to move into more of this real like assertive, taking action kind of energy, and put a little bit of a fire under your butt to get things moving here, because you were working against this energy here. It's like at one point, everything was really just coming in very swiftly for you. Things were picking up. You were having a lot of steady progress. There was a lot of news spreading about your work, and people were dropping your name, this, that, the other. It was just, you were on a very progressive run there. And then it was like all of a sudden it slowed down to just like a trickle, man. Okay. It slowed down to a trickle, and you've been trying to like get this balance out ever since. And it's felt very arduous and slow here. Again, earth sign energy coming in there with that trickle down theory. Okay. This could have even been somebody that you were partnering with. This could have been somebody that was like a business partner as well. This could be a case where a little business and pleasure got intermingled and it made things really head south here. All right. So now that this has been cut off and you feel like I've balanced this out, like I've released this, and now that this energy is going to be clearing away, there's something that you're going to be lining up with. It's a new beginning for you. That's going to bring you a lot of happiness here with the Ace of Hearts and the 10 of Hearts. In fact, expect to hear some news. It's really going to be like, it's going to make you feel like just this jolt of enthusiasm. I got like comeback kid message there. You know what? It makes me think of like a defibrillator. Like when somebody's down for the count, they put that defibrillator on. They give you like a jump start. It's something that gives you like a jump start to your heart. And you've been just sitting here tired. You've been trying to gather yourself, gather your senses, because you went through a really brutal ending here. And I do feel like there were a lot of people that stabbed you in the back. You had a lot of liars, cheats, people who were doing you dirty that were exposed to you here. But you cleared them out, man. You moved away from this energy. You knew this energy was holding you back. And I have to tell you, with the 6 of Spades coming up in the shadow, it's the same message that came out earlier. This message, this energy, whatever was, getting sent out there that was causing damage, that was slowing things down for you and kept holding you back, this is whipping back around, right? So there's the opening of your road here. And whatever the source of this, this messing around, this funny stuff with your money that was creating blockage and disruption here, somebody's about to pay the price for that big time. In fact, they're going to find themselves in a state of severe conflict here, I have to say. Yep. People can dish it out, but they have a hard time taking it, okay? And that's what this is. And somebody's going to eat some humble pie when they're on the other side of that. I do got this piece, there's a lot of Joker energy here. So it's almost like people like, kiki, ha ha, laughing it up, thinking it's real fun to try to sabotage somebody's progress in life. And then when they're on the other side of that, they're like, oh, damn, Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, I have to say. Yeah, but I think that you'll be laughing all the way into your more sort of like easy street kind of time in your life. I have to say, you're going to be finding yourself on easy street. I think you've been on the long, hard mile, but you know, you don't have to wait for this anymore. This was blocked. It's not going to be blocked anymore. Your happiness, your fulfillment, your new opportunities. Look at all this that they were trying to affect. The stability in your home, what was supposed to come into alignment for you, putting you in conflict, pitting you against other people, freezing your assets in some case, freezing your progress. Some of you may have been put in a freezer. Somebody may have been doing ice work on you. Oh yeah, they thought that they succeeded for a long time. In fact, this person felt very full of themselves. They thought they were like some grand wizard, man. But the power's being put back in your hands here, okay? And this is a real definitive turning point. Any further guidance there? Yeah, yep. We got 7 of clubs there that just popped out. It's coming up in the light, okay? So do you see? You don't need to defend yourself anymore. You're not going to have to block this energy anymore. You're not going to have to expend your energy dealing with this anymore, because all of that is building up a momentum. It's swinging back around, and whoever this person is or people who were throwing this your way, they're going to have their hands too full with putting out fires to even have the time to invest in focusing on you anymore. Oh yeah, it is not fun when you're on the other side of your own fuckery, I have to say, with the 7 of spades there coming up in the shadow, okay? Yeah, it's a tough lesson. It's a lot of disappointment that's up ahead for these characters, but, you know, they kind of earned it, I have to say. So on the other side of this energy clearing out, I do feel like this is really going to come to a culmination with the full moon. Of course it's going to, because you know what's going to happen is people who move like this, they're so egocentric. They just think, oh no, you know, I'm not dealing with these issues because of anything I've done. It's totally them throwing something at me. And it's like, no, it's not. It's, you just got to own your own energy at the end of the day. So these people are going to try to pull something. Again, I'm saying people. I feel like it's a group of people. It's not just one. You may have at one point had connection to this group of people. I have to say, it is kind of like coming through in that way. So this could be like former allies, former friends, former business partners, okay? People you used to gather with, people you used to do manifestation work with. It's possible. People you used to work alchemy with. This is all possible. But I feel like you started to realize that when people move like that on the path, okay, let's say it's occultists, okay, let's just look at it through that lens for a minute. You started to recognize that when people move like that on the path, when you're in good with them, oh yeah, it's fun and games, right? But all it takes is for them to feel like in some way you're somehow advancing beyond them, or you got some position that they desire, some way they feel like you're elevated above them, for them to then turn right on you. It don't matter if you've been allies in the past. And I think you saw this. And you realize that that's not a true ally. That's not a true friend. That's not a true connection. I do feel like that same energy is playing out. This could be a social group that turned on you. It's possible, okay? You advanced in some way, or there's something that you obtained that there was envy around, and this stirred up a bunch of dissension and a campaign, I have to say, a slander campaign, a campaign to tear you down, a campaign to block you. All of these energies are coming in here, okay? And it's all been about the money. It's all been about the money. That's what it's about. It's all been about the money. And also I have to say, this is how it's coming through too, to like poke you, to the point where you would lose your ish and you would pop off, where you would lose your sense of control, okay? And in doing that, make you look really unstable, all right? Again, you could be a Gemini rising, all right? This could be even something that got pitted against another. You got pitted against another. And maybe you've both been provocated here, I have to say. It's possible. But this is sort of like causing a lot of heat to build in a situation where there should be alignment, all right? Yes, there should be alignment. It's wild how that comes out. You see, there's the Queen of Spades on the other side in the light, okay? So you could have been pitted against somebody that you were actually supposed to align with. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? This could be somebody you were supposed to be in a business partnership with. This is somebody that maybe you were supposed to work with, somebody who is an ally to you, but I feel like both have been poked. I have to say, that's kind of how it's coming through. Somebody you were supposed to come into alignment with on some level. It could be, you know, romantically. It could be you were already in a relationship. Now you're not in this relationship with this person anymore. You're now, you know, you're now separated, and it's because there was this wedge driven between you by this stuff, you know. At the heart of it, gain, status, elevation, social elevation, financial elevation, you know, superficial shit. Not what really matters at the end of the day, okay? But these people think it's everything. Yes, they think it's everything. And there was a lot of impetuous action taken here with the Jack of Spades. But I'm telling you, this energy that acted so impulsively, you know, that just felt like, well, if a little's good, then more is better. Oh, whew, they're really going to regret taking that action, I have to say. All right, so this energy is clearing out for you, Sag. That's good. Let's look at the cut of the deck here. What do we got? I mean, I feel like you're really heated right now, okay, with the Jack of Clubs. I feel like you're really heated, and you may be tempted to move forward quite impulsively or really have a wild display of anger here. I wouldn't do that, okay? Don't invest in that direction with the Seven of Diamonds there coming up in the light, because what it's going to do is going to loop you back into that cycle with these characters. Do you see? Look at this. See? The Eight of Spades in the light. You just cut yourself free from this. If you go and you invest in sort of like exacting revenge or adding fuel to the fire, it will loop you back in the energy, and you're going to find yourself in the cycle with these people. Don't do that. Don't get caught up in the glamour, okay? Just acknowledge things as they are and just watch. Get your popcorn and watch. All right? Get your popcorn and watch, because whoever these three are who have been trying to sideswipe you and block your way to some kind of healing, some kind of celebration, some type of moment that's earmarked for you, you're going to watch them have all that energy they threw your way that was trying to dissuade you from your true path of heart. They kept pulling you back, kept pulling you down. They're going to find themselves in that position looking at you, moving on.